Look at her, Lady Muck there, getting her sun done. Why pick on me? She loves the sun. So it looks like it's going to be an absolutely fab day. Come down to do my next task. Here we are at the moorings at Huddlesford. And so, having made an absolutely splendid job of my body sides, I guess the next project looms. Whoopsies. So, I don't know, paint strip or burn? I'm going to try paint strip, I think. It dreads me doing any kind of boat DIY because the bed the bed ends up like that. But nothing else bloody happens on that bed. Might as well be a workbench. So I've decided to go with the paint remover, with the paint stripper, because I think that's what they're going to need. Looks better to me. So I've got a lot of graft on today. Yeah, well, one of us has got a lot of graft on today, so I better crack on, I suppose. So I've got my gloves on. I don't know why in my toolbox I would only have medium gloves. I have hands like a big King Kong. Got me little pot there for my paint stripper. So I'm all ready to go. Where do I start? Up here, I guess. So it says to just do some small areas. You don't really want it to dry out.
How does it work then?
It's like a type of acid, really. It's it'll start to bubble up, but you get like blisters.
And then you just scrape it off.
Yeah, then you just get a scraper underneath it and lift it. I'm just going to do that bit for now, I think. Just as a bit of a trial, just to see. It says leave it for 15 minutes. Okay, let's see what happens with that.
Enjoying it?
Yeah. So this is about 10 minutes further on. It said to leave about 15 minutes, but it also gave a word of caution about not letting it dry out. And with the sun being right behind me, I think better to be as quick as I can with it. So far so good. It's certainly taking the paint off quite easily, but I think I'm finding a layer of varnish or something underneath, but it's getting there. So most of that door's now done. I've now wet up the bottom of these two, and then I can come up and finish up here. We're trying some colours here to see whether we should paint it some sort of sexy colour, but now we're seeing the fresh wood, we're starting to think, should we actually go with just more of a natural look, just give it some sort of wood treatment. Got stuff stuck all over me. Don't know, what do you think, Mrs. Lumsden?
I like the wood.
You like the wood? I think I like the wood, which is okay. I think I've got some stain, but it might be a bit darker than that. I'll have a little look at that. I think that might be now the route we're going down. I mean, the colours look pretty, but I'm not sure if they're going to be practical. So that lighter shade there, that's going to be a little bit, it's going to get dirty a bit easily. And I guess the blue, probably going to need recoating on a regular basis, been exposed, but I don't know, do a bit more yet and see what See what thoughts come across me. Whilst I'm at it, I'm going to look at the woodwork around this frame and this door. So I've already started sanding this one. I think we just are going to, it's like a wood stain, that is. I think we're just going to redo that. Door's in relatively good nick. The window frame's not too clever around the bottom there. So there's a bit of work there, but I think we'll put those back to kind of the colour they are now. Maybe a little bit darker. I've never really liked that sort of orangey look. But, we'll sort it out. My gaffer up there, she'll soon tell me what she wants. And there you can see how it looks. That's been there for about 10 minutes now. It just starts to blister and lift, and you whip it off at that point. Do you think maybe I should have taken all the door furniture off first?
Yep.
Okay. I'd probably get a bit more work done if I'd stop watching the carp that are cruising around just at the side of the boat. It's incredible. They're so watchable. You can't get your eyes off them. Throw a bit of bread, they all come up. It's fantastic. Even Mrs. Lumsden, who's not a lover of fish, quite enjoyed the spectacle, didn't you? Look at her, Lady Muck there, getting her sun done.
Why pick on me?
She loves the sun. That was beautiful. That's a common carp, that is. And this one here, there's the common. And the other one is a mirror. So that's just got very even scales. The mirror has like a smooth side, but then see the bigger scales on its back. This one here is a beast. This mirror, that is a beast. That's the final bit of my back doors now treated, so I'm just about to scrape this off. And now just need to do this weather strip that's on the edge of the hatch. Once that's done, we're looking good. We definitely love the distressed look now of these doors, so I'm going to give these a light sand and a clean down just to make sure there's no residue on them, and then just stain them kind of about the colour that they're at. I think they look quite antique-y, and we like that. Right, so I'm just going to give it a good scuff up now, make sure that I've lost all the residue from the paint stripper. I'll give it a sand now, then I'm going to give it a clean off with some white spirit, and then I'm going to have a look at what stain we've got, and I think that's going to be just dandy. So I'm happy with that. Happy with that.
Your head's looking very red, Mr. Lumsden.
Yeah. So I'm really pleased with what I've done. I think it looks great. Yeah, it's a bit scruffy, but I'm going with that artistic term, distressed. Do you know that term, Mrs? Distressed?
I'm constantly feeling it.
I didn't mean in that context. I mean as in furniture looking like its age. Yes. But I do also recognise that you do look your age. 41. But I think they look splendid.
It's got to do the front window now.
You're looking very pink, Mrs. Lumsden. What an absolutely stunning day though. Not really the weather for painting and stuff because things tend to dry out a little bit too quickly, but it's just a great day. And Mrs. L's got that opportunity to come and sit up here as well in the sun, which is a double bonus. But there's so much wildlife about, it's beautiful. We've been watching the carp, we've been watching buzzards fly. I think there's a nest over in the trees over there somewhere. There's some pretty little goldfinches knocking around as well. So all in all, the swallows are flying as well, so they're always a good watch. Fantastic day. And I'm still so proud of my paintwork. That took some graft, that did, but the colours now in all my little roses and sign writing, it's just really popping out again. I've redone my black, so all my black looks lovely and clean now. All the war damage, battle scars, all been sorted out, all ready for the summer cruise. And having finished the back doors, I've now done the front door and window. I didn't quite know what I was going to do, but I've sanded it all off, got rid of anything flaky, given it a good rub down, cleaned it down with some white spirit and used the same wood stain, and I think it looks really nice. And I think I've got the okay from the boss. What do you think, boss?
Lovely.
Have I earned myself a can of cider?
Yes.
Thank you. Pat myself on the back. Well done, Lumpy. Another job ticked off. And these carp have been with me all day. There they are, look. Investigating everything. Is that a cider I hear arriving?
Yeah, I've got a
Cider, carp, bottle of Madry for the missus. Woohoo! And of course, the other wonderful thing about having things waxed and clean and shiny is the water that does go onto it beads. Life's good.
Absolutely.